Security matters to you. Buy and sell your skins safely at bitskins.com, the world's leading skin marketplace.
Today we'll be taking a look at Space Soldier's long execution on Dust 2 against Optic Gaming. Space Soldiers put 5 players towards long, maintaining a constant barrage of flashes to take pit control. Once the AWP is in pit, they start the next step, which are the smokes for CT and short. Together with a pop flash, they peek crossover to win some important aim duels. In this round, the timing was slightly off with the CT smoke not blooming as they peaked, but the trades ended up working in Space Soldier's favour with them closing out the round. The key to this strategy are the 2 smokes landing CT and short. This combination works much better than smoking the crossover, as you allow yourself a lot more vision to kill players that are blinded by the pop flash. Most of the time CTs will try and beat the smoke timing by getting in front of them, but this plays perfectly into the setup. When you turn that corner and everyone's blind in the open, it becomes a free shooting range to win the round. Switching over to the POVS, we'll start with ngiN, who is the first one out long. He throws one flash at the door and moves all the way to pit with the help of all of the other flashes from his team. Once Major is in pit with the AWP, he can safely get out to set up for his CT smoke. Unfortunately, they had to delay the smokes as Config was spotted at car and they failed to flush him out with multiple Molotovs. He watches the flank in the meantime until they are ready to execute. When pushing up, he throws his Molotov for quad and kills gade on sight. From here, it's a 2v1 with the bomb down, and he plays it from long with a Molotov he picked up. Calyx is the second out long and throws the first 2 flashes over the wall. Pit is secure, so he clears out car with his Molotov. This does get extinguished by Config, so he goes for some spam in the hopes that he's trying to move out. This goes on for quite some time with all of the failed Molotov attempts. Eventually they decide to just leave him there and walk up to execute the strat. Calyx is leading the push up onto the site, and when he doesn't see Config in the corner, he knows instantly that he has to be hidden behind the car. After the flash pops, he peeks CT, which is yet to be smoked, and almost gets the kill onto Snappi. Looking back at the round, Calyx could have thrown a safer Molotov for car. Instead of risking a jiggle peek to throw, he could use Tizian's Molotov from barrels. This gets the entirety of car and spreads to the corner for the last 2 seconds. Pazz throws the smoke for the corner of long but ends up missing. He throws one flash over the wall for ngiN, who is still running to pit. Once everyone is out long, he throws another flash over sight to let Major safely peek from pit with the AWP. When the execute finally begins, he walks up with Calyx and peeks together into CT to get the trade onto Snappi. He eats cajunb's flash from short straight in the face and dies instantly to gade. XANTARES gets into position to throw 2 set flashes over long. These are designed to land so that they help ngiN run to pit and maintain a constant barrage of flashes to ensure that the CTs remain blind. It's very unlikely any CT side will call to stay and defend long when up against this setup, making map control that much easier. The plan was to set up for the execute a lot sooner. With Space Soldiers having all 5 players at long, it leaves them open to be flanked or for the CTs to sack the A site. Again, Config delayed them heavily here with the car position, and XANTARES throws a pretty pointless Molotov before the smoke fades. Had he done this after, they would have most likely forced him out before Snappi could be there to extinguish it for him. XANTARES sets up for his short smoke and moves onto site to grab an easy kill onto cajunb, pushing the short smoke. He plants the bomb for long and closes out the round with a kill onto Yugi. Major has the AWP and spots middle before going to flash over long. He gets straight into pit and peeks sight off the back of Pazz's flash. You can see gade jiggle peeked a bit, but he was unable to bag the kill. It's very important that Major holds long whilst his team are trying to deal with Config at car. If he comes off the angle, he would need another flash to safely re-peek, which is just a waste of utility. Since no one is peeking, he tries to help out with his Molotov for car, but is extinguished by Snappi, who had time to rotate over. As his team pushes up, he holds his sight to make sure no one peeks them. When they annex the crossover, he flashes and moves up. He gets blinded by both of cajunb's flashes and goes down to gade on sight. Major's flash that he throws from pit is super important. He makes sure that the trajectory lands like this so that the players on site can't see it coming. If you want a consistent way of lining it up, go to the far right side of pit. You should be stood here anyway as the AWPer to get the best angle onto site. Aim at the corner of this beam here. Keeping your crosshair in place, walk back until you can no longer see the fence at sight. Run forwards and jump throw when your crosshair meets the beam again. This will give you the most effective flash that flies below the building to blind sight, short, and CT. From cajunb's perspective, we can see both of the flashes in action. Even when he is smoked out from short, he finds a way to help gade get 2 kills for free. When cajun tries to go for the smoke though, he gets punished and leaves it all up to Yugi. Gade boosts cajun up short so it's too late to help out holding long. The flash that pazz through for Major blinds him on sight and he manages to get the info about the AWP in pit. With no utility, gade sits and waits on the site but can't make any repeats due to the AWP. It's only with cajun's flashes that he's able to go out and bag 2 kills before going down. Config went long at the start and you can see how effective Space Soldier's flashes were. He's left constantly blind and has to fall back to car to stay alive. To be fair, he does a good job of delaying the hit with his smoke for the Molotov. The second one that XANTARES threw didn't affect him at all, and the third one from Major was extinguished by Snappi. Throughout this ordeal, he has no reason to move until the final smoke, where he positions behind the car. It looked as if he was calling for a flash from Snappi in CT to be able to peek, but was taken down before the rotation came in. Snappi has the best spawn for long and doesn't get a chance to peek without being blinded. He's able to help config avoid the next Molotov at car, but has to make sure he goes back to CT to help hold middle for Yugi, who is solo B. It's because of this that he can't make it back in time to throw the flash for config, who dies at car. To improve on this strategy, I would have one Molotov placed for first box. This would be the initial Molotov to move anyone out of position for the AWP to kill from pit. To throw this, follow the white line until you reach the second black line on the floor to the left. Aim at the top of this balcony here and release. This lands so that it spreads pretty deep, ensuring no CTs can simply play behind it and not get blind. The other Molotov would be for second box to stop anyone hiding behind the site as everyone rushes on. This would also force the CTs out into the open, making the pop flash even more effective. This one is super easy to throw, just run and aim at the top of the palm tree and it should bounce off the wall to land like so. With these 2 Molotovs in play, it leaves just elevator and quad as possible positions the CTs could be in, making the push a lot more streamlined when moving through sight. This strat also works well with a lurker. Having 4 players take control of long is enough if you do the flashes and corner smoke correctly. With a lurker, you can hold map control and not have to worry about being flanked constantly. He can either come behind through CT or up short super late. Either way, it should be some easy kills to secure the round. This strat is also viable to use on pistol rounds. North implemented it with 3 players buying Kevlar and 2 with smokes and flashes. They didn't utilise the same sight flash here and instead threw it on the fly towards CT. This obviously isn't as effective, but they won the duels on site regardless and closed out the round.